Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Ali and I'm so excited for you to be here today. This video is going to begin a let's play of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in the Switch 2 version. So because I had the Nintendo Online, I got to download the update for free. So let's play along and see what the differences look like in the Switch 2's processor and graphics and all of that sort of stuff.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
I don't know about you guys, but I could definitely go for a 100-year nap right now. Alrighty, it's been a little while for me since I've played Breath of the Wild. I spent a lot of time on Tears of the Kingdom, as I'm sure a lot of us did, and I put off the boss battle for Tears of the Kingdom for such a long time because I was absolutely terrified of having to go into the depths for it.
It will help guide you after your long slumber.
I think mostly because when I had finally realized where the entry point for like the depths portion of the castle was, I thought I was ready and just went straight in there and had the worst time ever. And then I decided that I was not going in there again until I was mentally prepared. And so, yeah, so I put it off for ages, and then I ended up looking up a walkthrough for it so that I could work out how to navigate the castle. And, oh, sorry, Link, not the toesies. Yeah, I ended up looking up a walkthrough so that I could like find my way through the depths portion of the castle without too much anxiety. And then the boss battle wasn't even that bad in the end.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
But yeah, so I sort of figured since I have properly finished all the main campaign stuff for Tears of the Kingdom and everything, and since Nintendo has so graciously gifted us with you know, Switch 2 versions of some of our favourite games, why not play it through, and why not play with you guys and, you know, work through it together. You can laugh at me along the way if you like. I don't profess to be you know, the best player ever of these sorts of games, but I do love RPGs. I think it's my favorite like game genre. And off we go to the top of the hill. I remember when I first played this, and it's beautiful every time, but it was absolutely breathtaking the first time I played this game and, you know, running up to the hill and looking at that landscape. Just stunning. And a strange old man. Whoever could that be? Okay, now let's remember all of our controls. I do, this is one of the things that you can laugh at me for if you like, is that I confuse the controls for the various games that I play all the time. So you will probably see me in this game running around looking like I don't understand how to pick up objects, but that's because I am probably pressing Y, because I also play a lot of Animal Crossing. So oh, that was so unlucky. Did you see that beetle fly away? That was rude. I wasn't even anywhere near him, but I can see one on this tree as well. So when I first had this game, I did the DLC when it came out, which you know, has master mode and all of that sort of stuff. But along with master mode, you also got certain I was going to say like certain objects or whatever, but it's just it was the addition of the beetles, right? Those the beetles that what's his face? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name now. Is his name Beetle? Yes, the dude with the rhino beetle backpack, right? Yeah, he loves those. Yeah, nailed it. Yeah, he loves those. You know, electric and the tough and all those little beetles. And then he gives you the elixirs for them. Was anyone else like super underwhelmed by like just the beetles, trying to use them yourself to make like elixirs or even power up food? I just found them so lackluster in comparison to like the other stuff that you can use to make power up foods. Yeah, all right, Zelda, we got it. So pushy. Thank you, sir, for your baked apple. I can go about taking whatever I please. Don't you know who I am? I'm the swordsman. Who are you, friend? Just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. Yeah. Are you not chilly? Oh, I forgot to put the clothes on. Yes, he probably is quite chilly. That's my bad. I got distracted. The Great Plateau. Yes, very good pointing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It's abandoned. Yes. It's very sad looking now. A ghost of its former self. Okay, let's whoa. There we go. All right, let's remember how to actually use a controller. That would be helpful. All right, now we have clothes on, like a real boy in the outside world. Okay. I'll tell you what, running around without the clothes on then just reminded me of something. My son plays a lot of these games as well, mostly because he sees me playing them and then he's like, I want to play it too. And then he will purposely run around with no clothes on. If there's a game where he can take his character's clothes off, he will do so. And then just have the character running around in, you know, just their underwear. Because of course these are PG games, we're not actually naked at all. That was super graceful, by the way. I meant to do that for sure. But yeah, I don't know if any of you do that or have kids. Oh, I missed him then because I was once again distracted. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a habit of doing that, or if you have kids that do that as well, but it's just so odd. Kids are so weird. They do so many things that are just like, why? And there is no why. There's no answer. There's no rhyme or reason to the things that they do. They just do it because they can. I'm actually going to go back to the old man for a second and roast some of these mushroomies. And now I've lost my no, there he is. Lost my bearings a little bit, but it's okay. Oh my goodness. I feel very out of practice at the moment. All right, let's roast some mushrooms. You should probably back up, my guy. He was standing so close to the fire then. Okay, so while we play through this game, what I wanted to do was not necessarily set myself challenges of any description, but I wanted to make some goals, perhaps, like trying to finish like all of the side quests and stuff. I don't think I ever did in any of my original playthroughs. I would say I don't want to include like the DLC side quests that you get in that goal of completing all like side quests and adventure type stuff. I don't want to include the DLC ones in that, mostly because I think there's at least one that I won't be able to complete at all because I don't have Xenoblade Chronicles, and there were one or two that I just really would prefer to not do because they were just difficult. There's literally no other reason. And they were just really quite hard to do. Like, I think it was some of the like the chest ones for some of the special armor sets and stuff like that. But yeah, because some of them, I think I'm remembering this correctly, I think there was maybe one set in particular that asked you, or I guess it didn't really ask you, but that made you go through and too slow. Anyway, yeah, that made you like go around to like the Colosseum and try to get a chest that Lionel is guarding and all of that sort of stuff. And I just cannot with Lionels. I hate having to fight them. It's such an effort for someone like me. Like, I don't do all of the, hang on, how are we jumping? That's right. I don't do all of the like perfect parries and all of that sort of stuff. It's very rare that I get a flurry rush. Not because I don't want to or I don't try to. I just am terrible at it. And and that sort of stuff is kind of important for fighting creatures like Lionels. And I cannot. I've seen videos of some people that end up like riding on the back of the Lionel and stuff as well, and I'm like, how did you even do that? Like, that's wild to me. I could never. But But yeah, so I would really like to complete all of the, I guess, regular, in quotations, side quests for Breath of the Wild. And then I would really like to try and complete all of the shrines. I feel like I can do that, especially after having done Tears of the Kingdom now. Like, I feel a little bit more confident. Oh yeah. You know what they say? Meat's back on the menu tonight, boys. I'm so sorry, that was a Lord of the Rings reference, and I apologise because that was terrible. Yeah, so I think doing all of the shrines and the shrine quests is manageable. And then I think getting all of the regular in-game side quests and stuff completed is also manageable. I feel like I can do those things. And yeah, and then I would really like to get all of the outfits as well. That would, like, all the outfits, all the armor sets. That would be really cool, but I don't think I want to necessarily make that a goal for myself. Not because I don't necessarily think that I can do it, or, you know, not necessarily because I don't know, it would be too hard or boring or anything along that line. I just remember that there are a couple of pieces, like I mentioned before, that are guarded by, I missed it, that are guarded by things like the Colosseum lino and stuff like that. And I just don't like making life difficult for myself, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not the type of person that sets myself unmanageable challenges or anything like that just for the sake of challenging myself. I just like to play a game because I like the game and I like to have fun and all of that sort of stuff, you know. And yeah, so I think setting manageable goals is a good idea because it gives you something to work towards, beyond just playing through a game that I've played through several times before. But I also, you know, I don't want to set myself the kind of goals that are going to feel frustrating and stressful to try and complete. I love that part with all the towers rising out of the earth. So cool. It's just bringing me back to all the vibes that I felt when I first played this. They're such great games. But yeah, I feel like being able to complete all of the shrines in Breath of the Wild is going to be more manageable now that I've done Tears of the Kingdom compared to when I first played this game. And, you know, some of those shrines felt just incredibly difficult to me at the time. Yeah, come on, Link, try to remember, buddy. You can do this.
For the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. then. You must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Next minute, catch me running around for hours on end doing everything but saving Zelda. Whoops. I love all of those memes and stuff, by the way. I don't know if you guys have come across many of them, but they're just infinitely funny to me. All the like the memes and stuff of people you know, just running around as Link doing all of the things, you know, building a town. We're going to build Tarry Town. I love Tarry Town, and I love the storyline for Tarry Town. It's one of my favorite things ever in this game. I mean, pretty much. Yeah, get out of there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was a whoopsie. I slipped. See, this is what I mean. You guys can laugh along as I do stupid things like accidentally slip off the side of a tower. So anyway, we're going to pretend that didn't happen. It wasn't incredibly awkward. And, you know, we're just going to carry on. We're going to keep calm and we're going to carry on. It's totally fine. Nothing happened. Oh, one of the other things... Oh, jeez, I nearly did it again. I swear to God. This is meant to be the easy one. Come on, Link, we can do this. We've got this. Oh my gosh. This is just not my day right now. I think one of the other things that I would really... Oh, there's the old man. One of the other things that I really want to do in this, that I have done before, but it's just fun to do, is collect all of the special mounts. So not just the ones that you can stable, like the giant horse and, you know, Zelda's steed and all of that sort of stuff, but also like the what do they call him? Is it the King of the Mountain that they call him? The big blue fella that lives in Satori Mountain. Yeah, that guy, and like a stall horse, which I think you have to do for one of the side quests anyway. But yeah, like just all of those different mounts. Get myself on a deer, which I remember is part of one of the shrine quests as well. Just all of the different mounts. If Link can jump on the back of it, then we are going to attempt to ride it. Gimme paraglider, man. There should be free things in this world. Big sigh. I was about to actually sigh into the microphone, and then I thought, you know what, that's probably not a smart choice, because that's just going to sound awful for you guys. But just know that in my head, I did a big sigh. This part's always the most annoying. How you have to get your 4 basic shrines. Lost my voice a little bit there. Your 4 basic shrines so that you've got all your little powers, and only then will we be provided with paraglider so we can get off this plateau. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh yes, we better do this first and get rid of these bokoblins, in which I hopefully, could be sneaky, hopefully I won't die in the process. That would be great. If I could just, if I could do one thing right without dying first, that would be so amazing. Nailed it. Now, I might not be very good at getting flurry rushes and things like that, but I can headshot relatively well. I say relatively because, of course, you know, I don't want to get a big head over here and make claims that I can't back up. Come on, Link. We can climb a ladder. Alright, let's see if I can get another one. Oh, I did, but it didn't kill him. Ha! Well, you know what? We've got 12. You can get it. Hey! Don't be rude. That is it. Everyone's getting a beating now. You get a beating, and you get a beating, and I get treasure. Huzzah! And the swordsman Link wins the day. Amazing. I almost feel like I felt like singing a little jingle there that I don't think anyone would actually get the reference for, but it was funny in my head. I'll explain it. I'm not going to actually sing my little pretend song, but if any of you have played the game or heard of the game Deponia, please drop a comment and tell me that you know the game. It is one of my favorite games ever. It's so different from what I usually play. Like, typically, I don't actually think I want to cook anything there. Typically I stick to RPGs, and then you know, when Pokemon comes out, I'll always get the next Pokemon title, even though I'm you know, ready for disappointment these days in the Pokemon games, but that's all right. I'm still a sucker for the franchise. I have been a fan of it for like the entirety of my life that I have played video games. Like, yeah, Pokemon was one of my first games ever. But yeah, like, it's pretty much just RPGs, any Pokemon mainline title, and Legends Arceus. That was amazing, but I don't play like Pokemon Snap or any of those other like sort of spin-offy ones. And then what else is there? Oh, Animal Crossing, which is different again, obviously. And that's about it, really. And I do have this other game called Dungeons, which is a whole different situation again. But for the most part, most of the games that I play are RPGs, right? But Deponia is like a, what do they call it? A point and click adventure. So if you haven't heard of Deponia, but you have heard of Monkey Island, for example, Deponia is a lot like a modern version of Monkey Island, and it is just hilarious. There are 4 games in the series. They're relatively short, so if you're ever looking for a game that isn't going to take like a whole lot of your time, Deponia is a good option for that. But it's, yeah, the main character, your character that you play as, his name is Rufus, and he is the worst, but he thinks he's amazing. And he sings himself little songs every time he does a thing that sort of ends in disaster for others, but he gets the outcome that he wants. And yeah, just That is, yep, that's the button I wanted. Yeah, that is the thought that came to my mind when I finished off those bokoblins. Then I wanted to do a Rufus style little victory song for myself, but I'm pretty sure Deponia is quite a niche game, and I'm pretty sure nobody but myself would find it. I keep pressing ZL instead of just L. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that would actually find it amusing, and you know, it wouldn't make any sense to anybody else either, probably. But yeah, if you do, well, don't crush yourself, Link. Oh gosh. Oh no, we've done a mischief. There we go. Yeah, good on me. Well done. Got myself a little bit stuck, but that's okay. Yeah, if you do know the game Deponia, it would absolutely make my day, because I feel like nobody else knows this game, and it's one of my favorite things to replay because it's just so funny. Like Rufus's arrogance the entire time, even though pretty much everyone around him reminds him that he is just the worst person ever, and he's shit at everything. He calls himself a tinkerer, you know, like an inventor kind of person, like a MacGyver type situation, you know, just making things out of the random materials around him and all of this sort of stuff. And you know, like you do obviously do those things because it's part of the game, but it's just hilarious that Rufus himself thinks that he is literally the bee's knees. He's the best thing since sliced bread, if you ask him. And yeah, it's endlessly hilarious to me. So if you like Monkey Island, I used to play Monkey Island back in the day, when it originally came out on the PC, funnily enough. That's when I used to play Monkey Island, and that was also like obviously that is also a point and click adventure, and you know, it's problem solving. That's why I like it, because it's problem solving stuff, and that's what the spirit of those original Monkey Island titles is, what I love so much about the Deponia series of games as well. Because it's the same kind of vibe. I think the main difference is just the fact that Guybrush Threepwood was not an arrogant asshole. He was actually quite humble. But yeah, apart from that main difference in your main character, it's a very similar vibe. Like there's a lot of like, I guess, veiled adult jokes kind of thing, like how sometimes, you know, Disney movies and stuff will slip in an adult joke here and there for the parents watching. So, you know, Deponia has those sorts of nods, and then also lots of sarcasm and silliness, and it's just so much fun. I really enjoy replaying them every now and then. I'll usually go back to them after I've finished playing something like a little bit more epic, or like a full RPG that had, you know, a whole lot of story and all that sort of stuff, and I want to play something that just scratches a particular itch, if that makes sense. But yeah, give me Paraglider, sir. I will not calm down. I need Paraglider. I must glide. Paraglider. You are finished, sir. Oh my goodness. Just the audacity of old people to think that we want to hear all of their stories and all of their supposed instructions and wisdom. Oh my goodness. But not to say that I don't. That made it sound like I don't actually respect old people. I absolutely do. My nana would slap me if she heard me saying something like that. This is all fun and games, everyone. It's just jokes. Just jokes. We're just here for a good time. Good time, not a long time. Am I right? I'm right. Okay. So let's get these couple of chests that I know are in here. And then I think we might head over to... We'll head over to the next closest shrine, which I think is in the Forgotten Ruins or something along that line. And then I reckon we might call it a day for now. If my ramblings about Deponia made you feel intrigued about that game, I'd be more than happy to do a playthrough of those as well. Like I said, they are not long games. They don't take like heaps of hours to get through. Oh yeah, that's right, he wanted me to go up to the tower. But yeah, they don't take a lot of time to get through, and I'm pretty sure in the Nintendo eStore they're not expensive. They're the type of, because it's like an indie game, so they're you know, they're the type of game that's not terribly expensive, because of the fact that they're indie games and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to show you guys what they're like, because as I said, one of my favorite games to play ever. Where is that last one? I think it's around this side, isn't it? Yeah, there it is over there. There we go. So we've got them all marked out on the map. Okay. So I think, that being said, look at that beautiful sunset too. Just stunning. So I think we will call it a day from there. Next time we will go and do the other shrines. And I would just like to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed listening to my ramblings today. If you did, please consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications so that you don't miss anything. I am also doing a playthrough of Animal Crossing. So if that is perhaps more your speed, I've got a new island on the Switch too that I've just started, and hopefully I will see you in the next video, and have an amazing day. Bye!